Hi, I'm Rebecca Ball-Carcel. Let's take a look at William Wordsworth's poem, The World is Too Much With Us. Here's the first 4 lines. The world is too much with us. Late and soon, getting and spending, we lay waste our powers. Little we see in nature that is ours. We have given our hearts away, a sordid boon. Okay, so he starts out saying the world is too much with us. What does he mean by world? Not the natural world. He means the world of people, the world of our jobs, our schools, our worries, our problems. We absorb ourselves into that. And then he says, late and soon, getting and spending, we lay waste our powers. Late and soon just means in the past and now also. We lay waste our powers means that we have all kinds of powers of mind and soul that we use for getting and spending. So he thinks that's a waste of our powers, our emotional powers, our mental powers. All we're doing with that is getting and spending. So we're shopping and he's speaking of materialism here, that we absorb ourselves into the world, we put all our powers into getting stuff and spending money, and that this is not satisfying. It's a waste. Now the next line, little we see in nature that is ours. He capitalizes nature, and that tells us that for him, nature is not just a bunch of trees and water. Nature is the wilds, the wilderness, the places where a human can go and replenish nature. But we see little in nature that is ours. So when we go out into nature, we find ourselves not relating to nature. We don't connect to it. It's not ours. We're not in touch with it. The next line, we have given our hearts away, a sordid boon. So the first part is clear. We have given our hearts away. So our hearts, the center of our emotional life, we've given away. Instead of holding it, treasuring it, being in touch with nature, we've given our hearts away. A sordid boon is a confusing phrase because sordid is a bad thing, dirty, low, disgusting. Boon is a good thing, a gift, a pleasure. So a sordid boon means a low, a dirty gift, a bad exchange, a bad deal. So giving our hearts away, he's saying, is a bad idea. It's a sordid, dirty boon gift. That's not a good kind of gift. We should not be giving our hearts away. Now, I'm going to point out one technical thing with these 4 lines. Notice that soon, late and boon, sordid boon, rhyme. So that's lines 1 and 4. Lines 2 and 3 rhyme with each other, and they were powers and ours. Lay waste our powers, nothing in nature that is ours. So that's interesting. And he's going to do that same thing in the next 4 lines. Listen to this. The sea that bears her bosom to the moon, the winds that will be howling at all hours, and are upgathered now like sleeping flowers. For this, for everything, we are out of tune. Okay, so we had moon and tune, and then hours and flowers. Now what's he saying here? The sea that bears her bosom to the moon. Again, he capitalizes sea, giving it special emphasis, the sea. Now the sea is the ocean, and she is personified as a woman who bears her bosom to the moon, so she opens her chest to the moon, and then we have the winds that will be howling at all hours. And he says the winds are upgathered now, like sleeping flowers. A lovely image. The idea that winds could be upgathered like sleeping flowers, to me it means that the wind has died down and that they've been gathered up somewhere and they're sleeping like flowers laid out. And your imagination may have a different idea of what he means there. Now the last of those 4 lines, for this, for everything, we are out of tune. He's saying we're out of tune with the sea, with the wind, with nature. We are out of tune, so we're missing the delights of the sea and the wind with its upgathered flowers by being out of tune with it. Now, we move into the last section of the poem. Those first 8 lines constitute one opening paragraph, you might say. And now here, in the remaining 6 lines, we're going to see a comment on what has come before. So he has been saying, we're out of tune with nature. Now he's going to offer a possible solution to that problem. It moves us not. Great God, I'd rather be a pagan suckled in a creed outworn. So might I, standing on this pleasant lea, have glimpses that would make me less forlorn. Okay, I'm going to stop. I said I would do 6 lines, but that's just 4, just so we can understand what's going on. He starts out saying it moves us not, and he's referring again to nature. The sea and the wind don't touch us, they don't move us. Then he exclaims, great God, and he puts an exclamation point. This is very emphatic, and for the time period he's writing in, the 1800s in England, this is a shocking moment when he says, great God. It's very strong. Then I'd rather be a pagan. And this is shocking as well, because we're in a Christian time period. For the most part, everybody in England is, predominantly Christian. So he says, I would rather be a pagan. Now, a pagan for him here means a non-Christian born into one of the ancient religions, like Greek religion, that has Zeus and Hera and all of those folks. So he says, I would rather be a pagan suckled in a creed outworn. Suckled means nursed, breastfed, meaning raised as a child in a creed, a religion, outworn, that's worn out, that's passed away now. So it's outworn nowadays. Back then it wasn't. And he's saying, I wish I had been born then. And why? So might I, standing on this pleasant lea, okay, if I had been born into that ancient religion, then I, standing here on this lea, which is a clearing, a field, a place where he can look out to the sea, and this open space where he can look out to the ocean, so might I, standing on this pleasant lea, have glimpses that would make me less forlorn. So he's saying if I were from one of those ancient religions, I might look out and have glimpses of something that would make me less sad, less forlorn, some glimpses that would give me some joy. And what would he glimpse? The last 2 lines tell us. Have sight of Proteus rising from the sea, or hear old Triton blow his wreathed horn. Okay, so he imagines that if he were from that ancient religion, he would look out to the sea, and it wouldn't just be a bunch of water laying there. He would see Proteus rising from the sea. Now, Proteus is the son of the sea god, so it's like a mini god, and he would see Proteus rising out from the ocean. The ocean would have a mystical, numinous quality. The ocean would be sacred and meaningful. And what else? He would hear old Triton blow his wreathed horn. Triton, another sea god, would be blowing his conch shell. That's his horn. Traditionally in art, you'll see him blowing his conch shell there. And it's wreathed, means it's wreathed. That means encircled with some leaves or something. Another way that it's connected to nature. So we have Triton and Proteus out there in the sea. Instead of just the ocean in a plain way, if he had been born in those religions of the past, he would see the ocean as divine, as a piece of God, a place where he might encounter God. So that makes the ocean much more interesting and powerful and important. So, okay, we've come to the end of the poem. and I hope you've enjoyed it. I think you can see that Wordsworth is a big nature fan, and if you look for more of his work, you'll see more nature poems and celebrations of nature. All right, hope you join me for another video sometime.